I'm Carla De Sola Eaton. I'm known as Carla De Sola in the sacred dance world, but Arthur Eaton was my husband of many, many years. And so I use both. I've always thought of dancing from as long as I remember. I dreamed of dance as a little kid, but I didn't take any formal training. So it's a miracle that I got into Juilliard. We were from a fierce, atheist, Sephardic Jewish family. I have a twin sister, and she was in despair. She was a philosophy student. She was studying out of town at this point in this change, and she was in despair over what is the meaning in life. And we had to start to grapple with that. And she joined the church, the Catholic Church, with very different experiences than me. And she introduced me to a Jesuit there, Father Somerville. And my godmother, Beatrice Bruteau, who has written quite a few books, they took my mother and me on a silent retreat. I had never been on a silent retreat in the country. I'm really a New York City kid. And in the silence, the breeze was going, and I heard the leaves talk to each other. And I said, there's another dimension to life. Oh my gosh, that I didn't know. It was time to be converted. And I was baptized in a little church somewhere up in the Bronx with Father Somerville and my godmother Beatrice. And that was it. It was so beautiful and confirming, but it took quite a while. I didn't know how to connect with many of the churches. And I was about to leave when my godmother said, go down to the Catholic Worker. Maybe you'll find that interesting. That was Dorothy Day on the Lower East Side, if you know who she is, right? So I did that, and that became the next conversion experience. I said, oh my God, this is the primitive church. This is what I joined. There were experimental liturgies on rooftops, and someone said, we want to dance too, teach us to move a bit. And I would teach them dance, and out of that, I gathered some of my own dances, and I said, let's start an Omega dance company. We were with the company all around the place and toured. We went to Avignon, we went to Ireland. Different people got us to different places, which was wonderful. I've lived out here in Berkeley for the last 20 to 30 years. Doug Adams is the reason I'm here, and I'm so grateful to him. I was at a sacred dance festival once a year. He was part of that, and he said, if you ever come out to Berkeley, I make sure you teach dance in the schools, in the theology schools. The GTU was a place to develop a whole new vocation as teacher and to be exposed to all the different schools. My major teacher was Jose Limon, who was Mexican-American and had come from a religious background. He did this beautiful dance called Missa Brevis. It was the first time I think the Mass had ever been danced. I decided this would be an exciting opportunity to make use of all the schools that are here under the GTU banner. I could do beautiful research. I'm proud to say that over these years of teaching, I took quite a few classes with a different focus. So some of the classes were dance and liturgy, dance and spirituality, dance and meditation, but also dance and the women's spirit, dance and peace. Where could I have done it but at the GTU? And that excites me because the way the world is today has needed anything dance could do, anything anyone could do to help peace and to help understand one another is so needed. We need the GTU as a witness to the religions learning from each other, accepting each other, getting along. Who we are is body, soul, spirit. We're not just a spirit, or we're not just a body. We have this richness, and dance can bring that together as we express ourselves. Dance needs support as well as peace work, theological work needs support. And I think the GTU has been helpful in all those areas. Accepting differences because we can live together, we study together, we teach together. It's not just theoretical. The world needs the GTU. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be your name. Your kingdom come, your will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. Forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom and the power and the glory forever and ever. Amen.